From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebow. Families from Sydney, Australia's close-knit Jewish community gathered today, one after another, to begin to bury their dead from Sunday's shooting massacre during a Hanukkah event on Bondi Beach. Funerals are taking place on the same day as one of the suspected shooters awoke from a coma and was charged in the hospital with 59 offenses, including 15 counts of murder and 40 of causing harm with intent to murder. The other suspected gunman, his father, was shot dead by police. Rob Reiner's son, Nick Reiner, is expected to make his first court appearance today on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the weekend killing of his parents. A sentencing hearing has been scheduled for February for a Toronto area man who pleaded guilty this week in a drunk driving crash that killed 3 children. Georgetown's Ethan Lehoulier was 19 at the time of the May highway crash in West Toronto that killed 15-year-old Ramon Lavina, his 13-year-old brother Jace, and their 6-year-old sister Maya, and injured another sibling, their mother, and the male driver. Canada Post says it's ready for the holiday rush and expects to deliver letters and parcels on time as it emerges from its labor turmoil of the past 2 years. A new poll says about 3/4 of Canadian adults still have confidence in vaccines, but hesitancy has increased over the last 5 years. Leger Healthcare Research Vice President Millicent Lavers-Sailly says clear, transparent, and consistent communication about the risks and benefits of vaccines is critical to regaining trust.
It's a little bit confusing if your doctor says one thing, a U.S. news site says another, your friends and family were actually a big source of information for people who were less confident. If everybody is saying something different, it is confusing, and it makes sense that you would be less confident in what you're hearing.
The most hesitancy was around the COVID-19 and flu vaccines. And there is a pervasive sense of doom among some young people today, and experts say they have good reason. In a complete reversal of trending data from 15 years ago, the World Happiness Report suggests Canadians under 30 have gone from being the country's happiest demographic to the unhappiest. Reasons include crises over climate, public health, housing, wealth, and a dearth of high-paying jobs. Megan Shipman at the Victoria-based Cascade Institute studies this so-called polycrisis. It's a group of interconnected crises, each affecting the other all at once. She says young brains are overloaded.
We have limited cognitive capacity to engage with all of the things that we're having to deal with.
And she notes the layered stress is happening in a world that is more connected than ever. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Connor McDavid had 2 goals and 2 helpers, and Leon Draisaitl became the first German player in NHL history to reach 1,000 points with an assist in the first period and went on to assist on 3 more goals in Edmonton's 6-4 win against the host Pittsburgh Penguins. Austin Matthews and Dakota Joshua scored goals 8 seconds apart late in the third period, and the Toronto Maple Leafs stormed back to beat the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2. And Macklin Celebrini had 2 goals and 2 assists as San Jose knocked off the visiting Calgary Flames 6-3. And in baseball news, right-hander Cody Ponce says he's looking forward to returning to the big leagues with the Toronto Blue Jays. The American League champs signed him to a 3-year, $30 million deal last week. Ponce pitched in Asia the last 4 years. He's eager to pitch off an MLB mound again.
It's the #1 league in the world, and every kid's dream, or 31-year-old's dream, is still possible.
This is the Canadian Press.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.